Quick and continuing reaction today after a nuclear deal was reached with Iran late last night. In exchange for rolling back its nuclear program, Iran gets an easing of many sanctions. But it's not a long-term deal. Margaret Brennan in London has the fine print.
Applause and relief near 4 a.m. in Geneva, and even a hug from Secretary of State John Kerry. He spoke to CBS News after a marathon 24-hour session of talks.
We will now be able to have greater inspection, greater knowledge, greater restraint, and that will expand the amount of time it would take for them to break out and create a nuclear weapon.
Under the 6-month deal, Iran agreed to destroy its stockpile of weapons-grade uranium, restrict its production of nuclear fuel, and give inspectors daily access to select nuclear facilities. In exchange, Iran will get $7 billion in financial relief, most of that through limited oil sales. Sanctions on autos, gold, and chemicals will also be lifted. Speaking after the deal was announced, President Obama warned Iran that they must comply.
And if Iran does not fully meet its commitments during the 6-month phase, we will turn off the relief and ratchet up the pressure.
Skeptics, including Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, slammed the deal, calling it a historic mistake that would allow Iran to get closer to making a bomb. There is also bipartisan criticism of the deal coming from Capitol Hill. Tennessee Republican Bob Corker spoke to Fox News.
And if you see the reaction in Iran right now, I mean, they're spiking the football in the end zone, saying that, look, we've consolidated our gains, we've relieved sanctions, we're going to have the right to enrich.
Secretary Kerry dismissed that and said Iran will have to back up its words with action.
Are you skeptical that Iran will actually comply with the deal they just signed?
I think everybody has a right to be skeptical, because there are indications that there are people in Iran who have wanted to pursue a weapons program, that there have been secret facilities building some of those efforts towards that program. And so there's lots of reason. That's why we don't take anything at face value.
And now the hard part begins. The U.S. and its allies have about 6 months to monitor Iran's progress and to hammer out the terms of a more complete deal. Now, Iran has some incentives here. There are about $100 billion in assets sitting frozen in accounts that they want access to. And today, President Obama spoke with the Israeli Prime Minister and said he wants the two countries to work together to make sure that Iran complies with the deal and that they do not obtain a nuclear weapon.
Margaret Brennan, thank you.